Alright, hey everybody, welcome back. I know it's been quite a while that I've uploaded a video. So today we are gonna do radial interception on a VOR. Alright, so here I'm gonna use an app called VOR Tracker, and it's available on the iOS and both Android. And it's quite good. It has holding, DME arc, interception, 2 needles, and you can also create your own mission, which is what we are gonna do today. And radial interception is asking you to it is asking you to be imaginative, be able to know what your situation is, where you are. The two important always key terms I emphasize on are where you are and where you have to go. Simple as that. Alright, so keep it very simple. You do not complicate things. Where you are and where you have to go. Now let's start. Now radial interception has a VOR which has 360 radials across. It's an omnidirectional thing. It's all around, and basically it's used for traffic handling. It's easier to maneuver traffic around, and so you have to report in particular radials. So if you're a flyer, you would obviously know about all this already. It's more about learning the procedure and instrument flying here. So let me create an mission of my own. Let's say 270 outbound and no winds. Alright, so here we are, ready to go. It's on the freeze mode, of course. Now the first thing you need to know where you are, and before we start off, this is an RMI. Alright, and here it is important to know the three components. This one of the needle, the tail, is your radial. It will give you your radial. The head of the needle will give you where the VOR is situated, whether it is straight ahead of you, right of you, left of you, behind you, anywhere. It will point towards the VOR. The top triangle is your current heading. Alright, I'll just shift it so that you can see the difference. So if you can see, this is your radial. This is your where the VOR is. It is showing towards the right, as you can see in the background as well, and your current heading is 340. Alright, so let us start off with doing some few examples. So let us start with say here you are. Let's do inbound to inbound. Alright, so let me just put it back there. Alright, so now what is happening is you are on a radial 330 and your heading is 150, so basically you're heading towards the station, and you have to come on a radial outbound 270. Now the first thing is you have already known where you are. Now it's done. Second thing, you should know where to turn. So if you see the tail of the needle, and 270 is towards your right, correct? So this indicates that you have to make a right turn. So I'll just unfreeze it, start a right turn. Alright, so we will start a right turn. It's more about knowing where you are, where you have to go, and be more situationally aware. Alright, so now since you have started a right turn, we will just maintain some heading towards the radial, and when it starts moving, we will move towards the radial. Simple. Let me just level off maybe, or we can actually just continue. Since I've given 230 knot speed, it's gonna be really fast. Alright, so here we are approaching the radial 270, and we're almost there. Okay, so it's important to know your position, the first step, and I can continue the turn. And here we are, almost on the radial. Okay, let me try another example for you guys. There we go. So here we go. First we need to know where we are. So it is 340 radial and 160 your heading. Alright, so this means that you're coming in from a northerly direction. Okay, and intercept 270. 270 is towards your right of the tail, so it means that you have to turn right. Okay, so start to imagine where is your aircraft. It was in the north direction, and we are going to head somewhat south so that we can get the radial. So as you can see, now we are heading around about south 190, and the radial is moving fast now. and if you want to see the map, here is the map. Cool. And as we approach the radial, we will start a turn towards the radial itself. Okay. Alright, here it is 290 and I am starting the turn now. This anticipation you will learn with experience, of course. Be known that it is very sensitive close to the stations. Now we are already in 270, so I didn't anticipate it too well. Okay, so be known that it is very sensitive when you're close to the station, and above the station there's a cone of silence where it doesn't work at all. Okay, so let me try now inbound. Okay, now inbound, what happens is the needle head of the needle will be, you know, in this particular case, you have head of the needle with the heading. Suppose you can also be something like this, though you're coming in, but then you're not on a radial, you are not coming towards the VOR. Alright, so let me just reposition and let me see. I don't know, this app doesn't have a feature I think that would help me to set my position directly, but that's okay. That it still does wonders to understand instrument flying. So let me just position it here where you are now. See, just try to understand what your position is. You are on radial 310 and the station is towards your left, but you're on a heading 190. 270 towards, if you see the needle, alright, it's towards your, which side is that? Left side. So you have to turn left inbound. Okay, so this is how you just need to know where you are, where you need to turn and where to go. Okay, so let me just try another set up new mission. Let me give 225 maybe and start mission. So here in this case I will just try to let me reposition it maybe. So okay, cool. So now if you see, we are just heading in any direction, and suddenly the ATC asks you to come inbound on 225. So your current position is telling you that you're on a radial 180 and your heading is 300. So where is 225 with respect to the tail of the needle? It is towards the right side. Alright, so that means you're going to turn right to intercept that radial. So it is quite simple, and this is an RMI, and HSI is I think it is much easier. I feel most aircraft these days have HSI, and I think there's another thing called EHS high or something, which is much more advanced. And so if you guys have any doubts on this, let me know. Drop your queries below. Subscribe to the channel, of course. If you like the video, do share it, guys. And VOR interception, radial interception is do not get confused with the words inbound and outbound and anything of that sort. Keep your mind clean and imagine the VOR like this from the top. Alright, from the top you should know where the radial is, where you are, and where the radial to be intercepted is. Okay, so that's all on this video. I think on the next video I will do the HSI module, which I think looks like this. I'll just show it to you. Settings, HSI. Okay, so something like this. I think many of you guys must have seen this. So this has a needle, had a heading bug, and the needle can be moved around. Okay, I will explain this one on the next video. Alright, then for now that's all. So comment below for any queries do you have, and share the video with everybody, and let's start instrument flying, guys. Bye bye, have a great day, see ya.